Today I thought I would switch topics and talk briefly about female privilege. Female privilege is the special status given to women by Western societies, and it includes a wide breadth of benefits. Chief among these benefits is being granted a value in society simply for existing. A woman does not need to be productive or educated to achieve a high social status. This is actually a Darwinian social trait. This came about because societies that placed value on protecting women from harm were advantaging the human species by granting it the highest chance of survival, and those that did not simply died out because of irreparable damage to the birth rates. But more on that in a later video. This privilege has created a power dynamic between men and women that women generally take for granted. So what happens when you show a woman her privilege? It just so happens that a really crappy reality TV show called Beauty and the Geek highlighted this brilliantly. Beauty and the Geek is a show that paired women who've gotten through life entirely on their looks and their father's money with men so intelligent that they are completely socially inept. In one episode, they invited the ladies to a bar, but didn't let them do their hair or makeup, and provided them a choice of clothing from the nearest secondhand store. These women were then challenged to get the most free drinks from the men at the bar, but they were not the only women at the party. The results were not surprising. So before we get to the meat of the episode, let's take a look at how apprehensive the women were coming into this challenge.
I was definitely a little nervous when I woke up this morning. They told us not to wear any makeup. They told us to put our hair back and look as comfortable as possible. We all knew that was probably a bad sign.
You think?
We showed up at House of Blues, and all I knew is, we had no makeup on. I didn't have time to dry my hair in the morning. I wasn't allowed to.
Well, so far they seem to be in pretty good spirits, but they're pretty sure something's going to happen.
Ladies, you're probably wondering why you've been brought here like this.
Yes.
Well, it's no secret that you're all extremely beautiful.
Well, I think that one's up for debate still, but you know what? We'll give them a pass on that.
You're used to walking into a room and having heads turn, or going to a club and having guys buy you drinks. But what would happen if we took those assets away?
They'd be treated like how a fat, ugly, problem glasses-wearing feminist does?
Probably get the same reaction that your partners get. In today's challenge, you're going to experience that firsthand.
What's bad is I'm conditioned to want to feel bad for these girls right now.
Everybody was like, what?
In a little while, there's going to be a party inside of this club. Your challenge is to get as many guys to buy you a drink as you can.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't even dry my hair. I was like this. Horrible.
It's kind of sadly stereotypical that her first thought is, oh my god, my hair. Well, I guess they're going to be a little conscious about how they look today.
I have glasses on.
Whoever's received the most drinks after 1 hour wins the challenge. Okay, ladies, if you're ready, it's time for your make under. And here are your clothes.
I love the horror movie sound effect right there.
Oh my gosh. These are probably the ugliest clothes I have ever seen.
Oh my goodness, no.
Extra large.
Yeah, but that's cute. I just need a plain one.
Color.
Here you go. Here's some color. No. Maybe there's something that I can make to look cute.
I love the cow print on that one shirt. But seriously, these women have their work cut out for them. They don't have their one redeeming quality to rely upon.
What do you think, guys? But obviously, I realized there's nothing I can do to make it look cute.
I'm just going to try to start a conversation.
Sorry for all the lead up, but I felt it was necessary context for what you're about to see. These women will have to actually play the role of men in this social situation. And it really is the role of men, not just the experience that ugly feminists get. By that, I mean they have to approach. They have to initiate conversations. They have to rely on personality to make up for their physical shortcomings. They have to face multiple rejections. And they'll be on the receiving end of bullshit lies and soft letdowns. And they can't just give up because this is a competition for earning the most drinks. Let's see if they learn anything.
When I walked through the curtain, I definitely felt that we were being stared at. and not in a good way.
The sound guy for the show is really earning some bonus points with me. The frumpy music really flavors this scene perfectly.
So we walk in, and there's some really attractive young ladies. And I was like, oh, great. You know, no one's going to want to talk to us now. My name's Sharon.
Hi, what's your name?
Hey, Steve.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Everyone's kind of in their own little cliques, so that was intimidating, I think, first walking in and trying to find the first person to walk up to.
Yeah, bitch. Welcome to male insecurity.
You can tie this for me if you want.
I know Jen, she kind of just walked in with that attitude of, I'm going to get the most drinks starting right now.
Hey, wouldn't buy me a drink or something like that, man? Oh, thank you.
I can tell you one thing, you can buy me a drink if you want.
I can't buy you a drink.
Is it me, or were those three of the most disgustingly fake personalities you ever saw? I wonder if they have any clue how plastic they looked. You can tie this for me if you want. Oh my god, it was so shameless. And then the, aw, thank you, fake laugh, fucking crazy bullshit. And that aw shucks finger snap was just nail biting. It's clear these women have heavily relied on their looks to blind men on how little substance they actually have. I mean, once that veil is taken away, it's just obvious.
It's a different feeling to even have to ask. And then, like, hearing some lame lie and, you know, trying to recover, that was hard.
Again, instinctually, I just want to feel bad for her, but honestly, I just can't. I mean, it's the bullshit that men have had to put up with every day of their lives.
Wow, this is rough. I haven't had one effing drink, and I'm starting to get really ticked off.
Honestly, you don't look mad. Yet.
I'm really thirsty right now.
I felt completely out of my element. I really don't have to approach guys. I usually can just walk into a bar sometimes and I'm getting a drink from somebody like before I even get to the bar.
But you just saw her standing there with a closed frame. Her body language was starting to say, I don't want to be here anymore. And you heard it from her own mouth. She's used to being pampered, and she's out of her element. Maybe she is learning something.
Thirsty, right? I'm like dehydrated.
Well, it's nice meeting you, Sarah.
Nice meeting you too.
I think that was probably the biggest rejection for me ever. That hurt. Like, he ripped my heart out. I didn't even know him.
And now I actually do feel bad for her. I shouldn't, but, you know, I've been there, and I know how it feels. And I can only hope she's starting to understand, and that this will make her a better person.
I just kind of went into a little shell. I felt like a little turtle, like trying to hide somewhere.
You want to buy me a drink or something?
I would, but I'm all out of money.
I would never go to a club looking like that. You gonna buy me a drink? I look like a Liberian on crack or something. I looked awful.
That guy was a gangster with that lie. I would, but I'm all out of money. But she's definitely focused on the competition, and I wonder if this is actually getting to her or not.
There were some times where the guys would say no, so that did hurt your self-esteem.
That was mean.
But then there were the guys that still wanted to talk to you. It made me realize, wow, they must like my personality. So that made me feel really good.
Bravo! And that's the lesson that all men need to learn. When faced with overwhelming negativity and rejection in approaches, you have to focus on the positive and enhance your self-esteem. And any women watching, this is why men shrug off the little shit so easily. We have to. It's a conditioned response. We are faced with it overwhelmingly every day. And it's not that we're emotionless, as many feminists like to claim. We're just actually used to filtering it out.
Last call, everyone. 5 minutes. Last call. I'll give you a kiss on the cheek. Is that okay? So you're just buying your own self a drink, or you haven't bought anyone else one? Thank you.
Diet Coke with 2 cherries, please.
Okay, everyone. Bar's closed. Time to leave.
And that face pretty much says it all. Let's see what they've learned.
You know, the pretty girls are probably even more insecure than the geeky guys. Just because, you know, we're pretty doesn't mean our lives are perfect. We spend a lot of time dressing. We spend a lot of time, you know, doing our makeup. We focus too much on what other people are thinking.
Oh, this is like the worst day of my life.
And we get the pretty girl sob story. And that other girl, the worst day of her life? She got to spend 1 hour dealing with the shit men have to put up with every day. and that was her worst day? Really? Fucking really? I'm just starting to get pissed off now.
I'm so depressed, I just feel like crying. This challenge has given me like a good insight about how the guys feel like when they go out.
It's humbling.
Sure. It's humbling and it's like depressing.
If I got treated like that when I went to a bar, I wouldn't go to a bar. Obviously, I care about how I look. I don't know how I can make it more apparent about how I look. Like, I'm so concerned about how I look. And doing this was even worse.
Lady, those are not tears of sadness. Those are fear. Because this showed you that once you're old, once you're ugly and undesirable, you're going to have nothing. This woman's world came down to a stark realization right now. That her looks are all she has. And it's not going to last forever. Someday, your little princess world is going to come crashing down. And I pity you.
This challenge definitely gave me a broader perspective on how the guys must feel.
Well, it seems they can be redeemed after all. And they did learn something. It gave them a new perspective, and hopefully it makes them better people. And with that, it's time to wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it, so if you did, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like it, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching.